And that's nightly news for this Wednesday. Thank you for watching, everyone. I'm Lester Holt. Please take care of yourself and each other. Good night.
To get through to the final, you've got to do something spectacular.
This was perfection.
Only 2 acts can go through.
America, vote.
You're going to be a superstar.
Listen to this sweet deal. Ron Johnson used his office to scoop up millions for himself. Like how Johnson secured a special tax break that benefited his own business.
Did my business benefit? Sure.
The tax break helped Johnson double his wealth. And the cherry on top? It's helped make him the 5th richest senator in Washington. Ron Johnson's not looking out for Wisconsin. He's out for himself. DSCC is responsible for the content of this ad.
Bolger Cremation and Funeral Services in Woodruff.
How far are we? I didn't hear it.
Student debt forgiven for tens of millions of Americans. We'll tell you the details of Biden's executive action.
Plus, some people in the Northwoods took the summer to learn about various topics, including what it's like to be Native American centuries ago.
And a historic hotel turns into a modern supper club. How a Crandon resident is hoping to bring in old and young souls. We'll have the details as your local news starts right now.
Your local news and weather from where you live. Newswatch 12 at 6 starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Newswatch 12 at 6. I'm Dan Hagen.
And I'm Jessica Jukic. Big changes are coming for tens of millions of Americans with student loans. Today, the Biden administration announced it is forgiving up to $20,000.
And most will receive $10,000 of debt relief, though. Here's a look at all that's included. The $20,000 forgiveness is for those who went to college on Pell Grants. Forgiveness applies to those earning less than $125,000. For remaining undergraduate loans, people can cap repayment at 5% of monthly income.
People can finally crawl out from under that mountain of debt, to get on top of their rent and their utilities, to finally think about buying a home or starting a family or starting a business.
Senator Ron Johnson weighed in on the student debt forgiveness. He said it is grossly unfair to families who didn't send their kids to college or managed to pay off their student debt already, adding that most of the money will go to earners in the top 60%. Democratic Party of Wisconsin Chair Ben Wickler calls this criticism hypocritical because of Johnson's 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act.
Let's contrast that to what Ron Johnson did in passing his special tax giveaway to business owners like himself that overwhelmingly went to people at the very top of the income spectrum. In fact, 6 out of $10 that Ron Johnson passed in his tax cut go to people in the top 1%.
Biden is also extending the payment pause on federal student loans for a final time through December 31st. It was previously slated to expire at the end of this month. People looking for more information about their student loans turned to the federal government's website, and this is what they found. Those logging on to studentaid.gov were greeted with this message, warning that the site was struggling under the high volumes of visitors. At last check, it took about 30 seconds to load. Once in, visitors found a message at the top of the page, alerting them that some pages will take longer to display than usual because of the increase in interest. Pretty nice day out there, but rain seems to be incoming.
Meteorologist Conrad Sapinski joins us now. Conrad?
Yes, indeed, Dan. You guys are right. There is some rain showers actually just around the doorstep, mostly south of Highway 8. Most of that action, the stronger thunderstorm, is actually set up just south of Highway 8, north of Wausau. Same thing just south of Wausau. It's going to be coming in within the next 30 minutes. So here in Rhinelander, it's going to be more of a lighter rain, but expect a couple of showers rolling in very, very shortly. This is not a widespread event, just a couple of scattered showers still lingering in Minnesota. That's going to continue to push south and east into the Northwoods as temperatures continue to dip. We had some 80s out there earlier, and now we're into some 70s and some 60s as that rain moves in and really cools things off. So Tomahawk is already in the mid-60s compared to Rhinelander in the mid-70s. So once that rain comes in Rhinelander, it will quickly cool off back into the 60s. And tonight, we're going to be pretty mild as we cool off into the lower 60s. Dan and Jessica?
Thanks, Conrad. Over the past year, the prices for food have risen 10.9%, and this has had an impact locally for a food pantry. The Rhinelander Area Food Pantry has seen an increase in customers because of the rising costs of food. Courtney Smith with the pantry says the higher demand began this summer.
That includes new households as well as households that are returning to the pantry.
Believes the issue comes down to inflation rising, which is causing people's available cash to be stretched to the max.
So right now, as we're seeing an increase in costs, food costs, gas costs, housing costs, all of those things combined, both nationally and locally. So it does definitely impact us.
If you're in need of food essentials, the Rhinelander Area Food Pantry is open for distribution on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays.
There's a lot of history in Eagle River, but not many people might know about it. That's why Lizzie Lumley started the Eagle River Twisted History Tours. It's a one-hour event that takes you through the downtown area of Eagle River, teaching people about the history behind some of the buildings and events that took place there.
So this building is one of the oldest standing buildings left here in Eagle River. It was our bike shop, but a new place has bought it, and they're going to turn it into an antique store, it looks like. But now the signage that is exposed shows Brad Ners, which he was Eagle River's first mayor from 1937 until 1947.
The history tour will take people back in time and talk about which Chicago gangsters lived in Eagle River, along with a bank robbery that took place downtown, to even how streets were designed to keep customers cool.
We had dirt roads until the 1930s, and that's when they became paved, and our sidewalks were wooden planks. One side of the street has awnings where the other side of the street doesn't. Because of the way the sun travels, they didn't have air conditioning back then, so they used the awnings to keep their shops nice and cool.
If you want to hear more about the stories like this or learn a bit more about the dark past of Eagle River, you can schedule a tour with Lizzie at EagleRiverTwistedTours.com, and you have to have a reservation for the tour.
Wisconsin Democrats are calling for the Joint Committee on Finance to meet and discuss plans for opioid funding. Governor Tony Evers wanted to invest the first $6 million of the opioid settlement for fentanyl test strips and new treatment facilities. Last Wednesday, the Republican-controlled Budget Committee rejected those plans. This year, DHS is expected close to $31 million from a settlement with drug manufacturers over their role in the opioid epidemic.
Somewhere in Wisconsin right now, today, has overdosed. A couple of minutes ago. Is Narcan available? Don't know. Would it help? It brings them back to life. And the idea that we could spend $3 million and get Narcan all over the state of Wisconsin is so important.
In anticipation of receiving opioid settlement funds, the State Department of Health Services held 12 regional listening sessions in early 2022.
With a 6-to-1 vote, the Anago School Board voted to remove all COVID-19 administrative guidelines and protocols at last night's meeting. The proposal had been discussed at length during the August 1st meeting of the Curriculum and Instruction Committee. The school nurse had presented the committee with a 6-page proposed set of guidelines based on the most up-to-date recommendations from the CDC. After the nurse gave a 20-minute presentation on those guidelines, a school board member dismissed the need for any guidelines, saying the district needed to keep students and staff in school. The nurse also noted that if there was an outbreak in school, the county health department will, quote, close the school.
The Merrill Police Department announced changes to its city school bus ordinance. Prior, the lawful use of school bus warning lights was dependent upon road design, but a new ordinance addresses this shortcoming. Now, school buses need to use school bus warning lights and stop arms whenever they are loading or unloading students in any residential or business district, except for the perimeter of any school. It means that all other traffic must stop and obey the bus stop arm regardless of sidewalks, curbs, or crosswalks.
Construction is underway at the Nativity of Our Lord School in Rhinelander. The playground and parking lot are receiving improvements. It's made possible from a $50,000 grant from Rhinelander GM. The improvements include a larger and safer playground, which will offer equipment for all ages. They'll also fix flooding issues in the parking lot. Throughout the summer, the Walter E. Memorial Library and the Eagle River Historical Society held bi-monthly guest speaker events.
Newswatch 12's Will Harrelson went to the final lecture of the season and has more.
We want to be the recognized authority on our local history.
For many years, the Eagle River Historical Society has been providing ways for locals to learn more about their town's history, and one way they have done that is through their summer lecture series.
We have had over the years a variety of speakers, both institutional, directly from the Historical Society, and those like Mr. Clark speaking today, who have come in from other places.
Eagle River Historical Society Executive Director Karen Saylor spoke about what kind of topics are discussed at the summer lecture series.
Topics over the years have ranged from a number of local history issues. We also have brought people in to talk on a variety of issues. This summer, we did focus extensively on Native American issues.
Saylor spoke about what the Historical Society hopes people can take away from these events.
We hope that people come here and leave with a greater appreciation of both our local history and the wider issues of Wisconsin history. It's definitely the truth that, we come forward building on the past and we take it forward into the future.
Reporting in Eagle River, Will Harrelson, Newswatch 12.
Families are gearing up for 2 races that are taking place in Rhinelander this weekend.
And the Rhinelander School Board President is asking for your vote on an upcoming referendum. That's after Weather with Conrad right here on Newswatch 12.
With the right tools and a little hard work, you can do it yourself. And with the right kind of paint, you can finish the job faster. Pittsburgh Paints and Stains exceeds your expectations with products that can cover your walls in one coat. So instead of another coat of paint, you can finally get outside. One coat paint means time better spent. Pittsburgh Paints and Stains, exclusively at Menards.
It's Northwoods Furniture's sizzling summer sale going on now. As the summer heats up, so do our sales. Find red-hot store-wide savings at both locations. We have it all. Beautiful furniture and mattresses to fit everyone's comfort and style. Save on select Sealy mattresses, Lazy Boy, and Flex Steel furniture, and more. Enjoy the summer sun, relaxing on quality Amish-built outdoor furniture, all on sale now. Hurry in for best selections. Northwoods Furniture and Mattress in Eagle River, celebrating 15 years in business.
I'm Tim Michaels, and I know a thing or two about construction. But sometimes, before you start building, you have to tear things down. That's why I'll dump Beaver's job-killing agenda. Totally demolish the woke liberals' anti-police agenda. And hammer Madison's special interest. I'm Tim Michaels. I'm a businessman, not a politician. Tony Evers and his liberal friends have made an absolute mess of Wisconsin. We've got a blueprint to rebuild. But first, we need to do a little demolition.
A lot of people at or near retirement age are worried right now. And I get it. The market's down, inflation's high, and we don't know what may come next. But now is not the time to hide from your finances. Now is an imperative time to make a plan for your future with a second opinion. With the right guidance, a secure retirement is within your grasp, but you have to take the first step. So don't wait. Give us a call at 715-355-4445 or visit retirewithbushka.com right now to schedule your complimentary, no-obligation consultation.
Behind me is a shot of Rhinelander. It looks a lot different than what we had just 5 hours ago. We had lots of sunshine out there. Temperatures were in the 80s. I know it's hard to believe, but now, whole different story. The blue clouds right there, those are some rain clouds showing up here on the radar. Indicated in the green, that yellow is some stronger storms, some thunderstorms at that. Non-severe for tonight, but it looks like those storms are starting to roll in, especially south of Highway 8, and they will be rolling in pretty much all across the region within the next 30 minutes to an hour. So get ready for a couple of rain showers, maybe a rumble of thunder or two, especially closer to Wausau area. Some thunderstorms out there are just a little bit stronger than in Rhinelander, but the last 6 hours doesn't look like a big rain event. This is lightly developing right now with some showers and thunderstorms in the region. It's not a widespread event, won't be lasting long, as overnight will be more of a a scattered event, non-severe. Like I mentioned, maybe a couple of locations by Eau Claire, by La Crosse area have some marginal risks of some stronger storms. This is still very light on the lighter end, I would say, so it's not going to be anything severe or anything to really keep an eye on, but still some rain is definitely going to affect a couple of plans or two overnight tonight. But then look what happens by tomorrow. We're in the clear mostly, especially later on in the day. We're going to have a good amount of sunshine. Then Friday, we're looking great. We're going to have a lot of sunshine out there. Dew points are going to be low. So that is the day to go out and about if you have any outdoor activities. Today, not so much. Dew points are a bit on the higher end, so it is feeling a bit sticky in the 60s right now. So more on the tropical end, feeling sticky and muggy, maybe not as comfortable and pleasant as we'd like it to be out there. But visibilities are also a bit on the lower end. There are some locations by Tomahawk with that rain coming in, dropping visibilities below 5 miles. Medford is actually coming in with a mile visibility, so it is pretty low visibility wise with the rain moving in, so get ready for that. But by the morning commute, some fog will actually start to situate, so that's also going to be another issue we're going to have to worry about by the morning commute. So leave a little extra early just to be on the safe end. Temperatures, though, were in the 80s earlier. Now we're back in the 70s where that rain hasn't yet reached the ground. But taking a look at Tomahawk, just around the corner, mid-60s right there, as some rain showers have finally started to move in. Wind speeds, not a big issue either. Pretty much no winds out there. Just with some rain, we will have some gusty winds, but our 7-day outlook, brought to you by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress, does show beautiful outdoor weather Friday and Saturday, and then more chances of showers by Sunday and Monday. Diana and Jessica?
Thank you, Conrad. Rhinelander School Board President sent out a letter today asking for voters to support the November referendum that would allow the district to receive more money.
He says the district is fiscally responsible, but Wisconsin's school funding formula is stacked against them. It's a complaint echoed by many other Northwoods superintendents. School Board President Ron Counter wrote that the referendum will allow the district to adequately fund student programs and services. Connor went on to say the needs of students has increased dramatically, especially in the areas of special needs and mental health. The referendum question will be on the ballot November 8th. If approved, it will exceed the district's revenue by $4 million.
You'll see the bathrooms in the front of the Rhinelander Walmart are closed right now. This is because of a lactation building that's being built, along with other updates to the bathroom area. Bathrooms in the back of the store will remain open. The lactation room will be used by breastfeeding moms.
The Crystal Lake Scout Reservation in Rhinelander is inviting everybody to take part in a variety of running races. This Saturday, the 3rd annual Smiley Stampede is happening at the Hanna Venture Base. There will be a 5K, 10K, and a half-mile kids loop. Each race has a different entry fee, with all the proceeds going towards the Samoset Council. Overnight tent camping is available, and zip lining and rock climbing will be offered for kids. Adult racers start at 11 a.m. with Kids Loop following. To register, visit samoset.org. There's another race happening this weekend in Rhinelander. The 10th annual Wild Hodag Mini Triathlon will take off at Holiday Acres on Saturday. The Mini Triathlon consists of a 300-yard swim or half-mile kayak, 10K bike, and 5K run. It will challenge athletes among the woods and waters of the scenic Northwoods. Proceeds benefit Wild Ministries to further youth leadership skills internationally and locally. To find tickets, go to hodagtriathlon.com. A new restaurant is bringing Southern flair to Crandon. We'll break down that coming up after the break.
See the exceptional selection of jewelry at Golden Carat Jewelers. Artistic handmade jewelry by Michu and Bella Trois. Fashion-forward designs by Mira T. and Frederick Sage. The latest trends and the forever classics from Facet Barcelona, Catan, and more. Your full-service jewelry store in downtown Minocqua, Golden Carat Jewelers has a surprise for everyone.
In the 1960s, when churches were burned, President Kennedy stepped up, condemned it.
To burn churches, I consider both cowardly as well as outrageous.
President Kennedy pledged justice.
As soon as we are able to find out who did it, we'll arrest them.
Now, churches are being burned again because they protect unborn babies and women in need. Our second Catholic president?
Keep protesting, because keep making your point.
High Point Sand and Gravel provides high-quality riprap, sand, and screened topsoil for almost any need. The high-quality rock and stone, boulders, and clear stone enhance the function and beauty of your home or business. Offering convenient delivery or pickup throughout northern Wisconsin and the UP, High Point Sand and Gravel provides premium landscaping materials, specializing in producing beautiful decorative stone for all types of landscaping projects. Contact High Point Sand and Gravel to help make your next project a dream come true.
Is this the new phone?
Yeah. With US Cellular, I got to pick any phone that I wanted for free. And I was already a customer.
Any brand? With any size?
Mm-hmm. I got exactly what I wanted. Big screen, big storage. I cannot remember the last time I had so many different options.
At US Cellular, new and current customers can get any phone from any brand free.
Are you actually texting them?
I don't know. I just thought I would just...
US Cellular, where every plan is price protected.
Looking to feed a group? Rhinelander Pub is the fresh, easy choice for nearly any occasion or event, offering full-service custom catering for parties and events of all sizes, providing personalized planning assistance and exceptional service. Partner with us to create an unforgettable event.
Kick off your Labor Day Crandon World Championship weekend with a chance to win a pro-like race truck ride with Crandon champion driver Christopher Povardi and many more prizes. Enter the Ride with a Champion sweepstakes at WJFW.com.
News Watch 12 is brought to you by Bone and Joint Walk-In Care.
A study found that marijuana and hallucinogen use among young adults has reached an all-time high in 2021.
The survey found that 43% in the 19 to 30 age group had used cannabis 20 or more times over the previous month. That's up from 34%. This comes after rates of use leveled off during the first year of the coronavirus pandemic. The use of hallucinogens that had been stable for decades rose in 2021, with 8% of young adults reported using psychedelics, compared with 3% in 2011. But there is some other news. The study also showed that cigarette smoking and opioid abuse among young adults dropped in the past year.
Crandon welcomed a new business to the downtown community this past weekend. 1930 Jameson's Inn has opened their doors at the old Hotel Crandon location. Stacy Jameson and her partner Stephen Wilson have been putting in a lot of work to make sure their supper club and bar add to the city.
It's home. It's where the family is, and it's all four seasons, and you can't pick a better place to live.
Jameson was born and raised in Crandon and is happy to offer something new to its residents. She has brought in executive chef James Meller to provide new flavors and familiar favorites to customers.
My background is Cajun French cuisine out of Louisiana, so that's a big influence on my cooking, but besides that, I still try and bring in the Midwest.
Meller encourages patrons to try the blueberry demi-gloss duck. There's also live music on the deck and more renovations to come throughout the building. Anyone interested can stop in Wednesday through Sunday. We'll be right back with one final look at your forecast.
I worked really hard to save for retirement, worked all the hours I could, whatever it took. But Ron Johnson thinks we should consider raising the retirement age for Social Security and Medicare. That's a terrible idea. And he voted over and over again to weaken and cut Medicare, driving up our costs. Ron Johnson even wanted to privatize Social Security, calling it a legal Ponzi scheme. Tell Ron Johnson to strengthen Medicare.
Did you know you can start your 4-year degree locally and get the same college experience closer to home? From the moment you step onto our campus, we'll be there for you, supporting your dreams, saving you money, and giving you a well-rounded academic and social experience with student housing, clubs, sports, and leadership opportunities. With NTC's liberal arts transfer degree, you can start here and go anywhere, including guaranteed transfer to UW-Madison, North Central Technical College, transferability made easy.
Rhinelander Pub is open for lunch. Our full menu featuring our all-you-can-eat soup and salad bar is now available for lunch. Ideal for business lunches or get-togethers with family or friends. We open daily at 11 a.m. We welcome reservations.
It's time to amp up the fun at your local Ford dealer. The Summer Supercharged Sales Event is here. So stop by your Ford dealer today and check out great offers on select Ford vehicles. Then discover how Ford can take your summer to a whole new level. Hurry to the final days of the Summer Supercharged Sales Event for a great Flex Buy offer on Escape or Edge.
Visit Lac de Flambeau, experience culture, shopping, treats, and relaxation. Look over the native arts, beadwork, fabrics, native food catering, delicious ice cream and coffee blends, or treat yourself to a manicure. While you are in town, visit the four-season exhibit at the Ojibwe Museum and Culture Center. Experience the outdoors at the Lac de Flambeau campground with access to the beautiful Lac de Flambeau chain of lakes. Contact the Lac de Flambeau Chamber of Commerce and enjoy the hospitality. Come and refresh your spirit.
Hi, I'm Katie from Featherstone Cabinetry and Design. When I want my local forecast for Minocqua, I go to WJFW.com and check my hometown weather.
Your hometown weather, available 24/7 at WJFW.com.
Winter's coming. Fight back against rust and protect your investment with Rust Solutions underbody rust proofing for vehicles, trailers, and dump trucks. Call to make your appointment today.
We had some sunshine earlier today, but that is long gone. We got some thicker clouds right now, some showers and thunderstorms rolling in. Mostly a rain event. The rumbles of thunder are closer to Wausau area. It's not a widespread severe event. Temperatures, though, were in the 80s earlier. We're back in the 60s and 70s right now. So it's going to continue to cool off throughout the overnight hours. It's going to be a pretty mild one, though. We're going to end up with a 60-degree low reading for tonight. But look what happens Friday and Saturday. We're finally going to be in the clear. Temperatures are going to start to climb back up into the ladder, close to 80 degrees. So enjoy the weather while it lasts.
Loving that Friday, Saturday time.
Yes, Saturday should be great. Well, thank you, Conrad. Thank you, Jessica. You can see us here again tonight at 10.
Mr. Food Test Kitchen is brought to you by Golden Carrot Jewelers and Creative Kitchen and Bath Studio.
When it comes to flavors that shout summer, it's easy to think about lemon or strawberry. But to me, root beer is near the top of my list. A frosty mug of it is so refreshing. And when you team it with ice cream, it even gets better. Today, we're using root beer as a key ingredient.